everybody, and welcome to another video. We start this one off in Carshalton, just about to go over Carshalton Ponds. Now, for those of you who don't know the area that well, the road that we are about to go onto is actually really tight for big vehicles. Like the bus in front of us here, it cannot turn left without someone either stopping and waiting for it or not being there at all. Now this car is waiting for it to get round there, but the bus called him on. It's a lot easier if he ain't there at all. So fair play to both of them really for working that one out. And the problem lies here is roughly where the bus is going now is that bend there. It does get a little bit tight, and it's just a bit of give and take, you know. And you will see that give and take work really well here, and you also see it work really badly here. It's just some people will not wait their turn. Some people will not look further than the end of their bonnet, and they think just because they're in a bigger vehicle than me, they can push through. It doesn't work that way here. Now, a quick little history lesson here for you. That there is Anne Boleyn's well. Yes, the Anne Boleyn, the wife of Henry VIII. Apparently, horse was drinking from the well there when they met. It's all myth and everything else because there's so many things that have been said. There is a statue of Anne Boleyn up there as well. It all depends what story you believe on this one, because there's also a story that they met in a park down the road from here riding horses when Henry was on his way to a palace that wasn't even built before he had a head chopped off. So yeah, so it's all myth and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's where we are. Now this road is so tight that sometimes this happens. Now I don't know how that happened. It could have been bullied into going into it, or it could have just been driving too fast for a narrow road. By looks of the state of the front there, that's probably what did happen. So we're just turning left into the road, and as you can see, the vehicle in front of me is doing what it's supposed to do. It waits here so the bigger vehicle can go past, and then he can go. Easy, innit? I can see the bus there, so I'm going to do the same for the bus. Let the bus go, because it has to go over to my side of the road to get round that bend. Yeah? So then I can go. Who doesn't get it? Who doesn't get it? No chance of you waiting then, eh? Yes, the bully in the lorry. And if you look from behind, even the guy behind me was doing exactly the same as what me and the Peugeot did in front of us. No chance of you waiting then, eh? It's going to be waiting for the big lorry. So the big lorry had to wait a few seconds, but couldn't be asked to because he's a bully boy lorry driver. Now, since I've had my e-bikes, I've noticed I keep looking at bikes on the road, and the amount of e-bikes, illegal e-bikes, is really high. Like this one here. That's an illegal e-bike. It's a dead giveaway because he's not pedaling and he's going over 4 miles an hour. So it's a really high percentage of illegal e-bikes out there, I tell you. Anyway, we're just going to be turning right here, and we're going to be looking at another bike, but this one has got a motor on it. If we look over to the left as we come round this bend here, that one. What did it see to think that he could go there right in front of that car? Does he not realise you get that wrong and you're being buried? I mean, what can he see there to make him think I can go? Unbelievable. Now, a lot of people disagree with me on this one. It's the parking again. Parking facing traffic. I.e. parking on the left hand side here facing me. You can't see. It's simple, you can't see. It's really dangerous. We're looking at this Mini here. Now we're going to stop it here. What can it see? It cannot see anything there. It still can't see anything. It can't see through that car in front of it. And the other thing you got to think of is, how the hell did it get there? It's got to drive on the wrong side of the road to get in that space, isn't it? It's got to. And what's it doing? Just going shopping. Just turn the car round and park properly, or go down one of the side streets. Much safer. Now, another thing that people are going to disagree with me on here is the girl over there with the long hair. We're looking at her. It's all about safety. You know, she has got priority over me, no doubt about it. And that's not the issue here. But don't just assume that everyone's going to stop for you. Look over your shoulder. How can you walk out like that and not look? She looks like she's on the phone to me. She looks like she's talking with her hands there, and she's probably got an earpiece in. But you've got to take some responsibility for your own actions here. Don't rely on anyone else, because one day you will come across a numpty that hasn't seen you. Now in this next clip we're going to be going on to the mad mile. It's not that mad anymore now, it's down to 40, but you still get the nutters on there though, I'm afraid. We are looking at lane discipline, and this van in front of us, it's got no lane discipline whatsoever. It's a 40 mph speed limit now, and it wants to turn right a mile down the road. So it's already in the correct lane. It shouldn't be there though, really, because it's not overtaking anything, and it's getting in the way of other people that want to break the speed limit though, mind you. They do want to break the speed limit in undertaking it. Now we're going to go to the rear camera in a second. As you'll see, this van just well, it's already been undertaken now, and it doesn't get the message. And we go to the rear camera now, and you can see the impatient person here. If I'm doing 40 miles an hour, by the way, this guy should not be catching me up this quick. Everyone's speedo is a little bit different out, you know, but that's a long way out. If he's speedo's saying 40 miles an hour and my one's saying 40 miles an hour, your speedo is well crap. So yeah, he's just going to go there and do the obvious undertake, and then pull straight back out, doing a bit of zigzagging. The Euro car parts van doesn't get it again. That's, you know, there's two people that really has sent him a message, and he just hasn't got it. Because he's turning right up here, he thinks he's allowed to be there. Alright, he is doing the 40 mph speed limit, but that isn't really the point. And the whole idea of me speeding it up here is just to show you that guy has risked getting points on his license, a speeding ticket, and all of that sort of stuff to end up there. There he is, right there. So it wasn't worth it in the end, was it, mate? It really wasn't worth doing that, numpty. And we got this woman over here that was trying to push over the lamppost. Didn't succeed though, did she? She wasn't strong enough. Now in this clip, before we go on, I would like to say that my memory isn't what it used to be. I do forget things, and this is all about people forgetting things. We got a horse up here, and a really, really bad overtake of the horse. This car here, it can't go fast because there's a speed bump in front of it. There's a junction to the right hand side of it, and a bend. It's an awful, awful place to overtake. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, bad memory, yeah. The van turns right, not a problem. Now, you'll see the horse. We're looking at the horse rider. It points to the car that's waiting for it there. Now, we all forget things, don't we? We all forget things. There you go. There's the point, that we all forget things every now and then. But how do you forget to do this? She's opened her door. She's had a little look to see what the horse rider was pointing at. It's a petrol cap. It's not just open. The petrol cap is shut. That's the screw bit that goes into the petrol cap. How can you shut your door of your petrol cap and leave that out? That's not forgetfulness, is it? That's stupidity. Now in this clip you can see that we're waiting at temporary lights again. They're everywhere at the moment. And the car in front of me doesn't know where it's going. I can see that a mile away. It wants to turn right, but it doesn't want that right turn there, and it has a little look. But before you always pull out on these, always look in your right mirror, your right wing mirror. Always look in there for motorbikes, for cyclists, and sometimes even cars. Okay, we're going to go to the rear camera now, and we're looking at the guy behind this guy. We're also looking at the guy that's directly behind me as well, because he does exactly what I do. He looks in the mirror to see this numpty fly out. Now, you can see him looking in his mirror. Why do people do that? Why do people come out that early like that? You know, the guy behind me did a very good job for him looking, but it does make you think, are you going to try and overtake me here or not? Just wait and follow the leader. Now in this next clip, I need some technical advice on this, because I don't know what this noise is coming from my dash cam. Now I get sent a lot of clips, and a lot of clips do have this noise on it. It's only just started. I don't know what it is. Anyone know what this noise is? Yeah, I don't know what that is. My car's not making any noise. I can't hear anything in the car. Yeah, so if any of you techno bods out there can work out what that noise is, and I've heard it on so many dash cams, and my car is not making any rattling noise or anything like that. I don't know where it's coming from, why the mic is picking that up, and what it's picking it up from. Anyway, I do something in this clip here that I've never done before. I actually spot something up the road and I actually pull over to get a better picture of it, because I don't want the blurriness from me driving and the vehicle driving towards me doing a blur, because we're both driving 30 miles an hour at each other. So I pull over, I can see it coming towards me now, and I pull over because I want to get a better picture of it. And it's not an unusual one. There it is, the Fiat 500, the trainee Audi driver with a light out. Oh, we haven't seen one of them since the last video I did, I think. Now in this clip, we're on the good old A3. Yeah, not the good old M25. I haven't been on that for a long while. And this is just a little bit of a tip, really. We're coming off at the A240 here, and sometimes when it's busy, this slip road spills out onto the A3 of traffic coming down here. And the reason that happens quite a lot of the time is because we're not using both of these lanes to turn right. Both of these lanes do turn right, and I'll show you what I mean now. You'll see the traffic all in the right hand lane because they're all turning right, which is fair enough, which is fine. But you can also turn right from this lane, and if everyone did that all the way down this slip road, it would stop it in busy times spilling out onto the A3, which can be really dangerous. We're also looking at someone on his mobile phone here. Unfortunately, you can't see the mobile phone, but you get my reaction. It's the silver BMW. Swerve out for. And then you're going round there. Fucking idiot. Oh, phone. Phone! Say no more. Phone. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.